Hey ladies, Michelle here with Tom's Butt Fitness. I am going to explain to you in this video how to navigate weekends. I will give you a few different options, a few different explanations and examples of the way that you can navigate certain activities throughout your weekend. So if you are a client of mine, the good news is if you tell me what your plans are, I can alter your weekend and your meal plan for whatever plans you have. If you're not, or if you're just looking for more advice, or maybe you're trying to figure it out for yourself, then this video is absolutely perfect for you. So I have my whiteboard of all of my tips that I want to hit on. The first thing is really big around most moms our age is our kids are at the ballpark. Whether it's the football games or it's the actual baseball field or the soccer field, typically you're there all weekend, okay? So most of the games start around Saturday and on Sunday. So that specifically is going to be how I'm going to explain to you how to get around this. Usually you have enough time to eat some sort of breakfast in the morning unless you're traveling really far and you have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But if your games typically don't start till like 8 or 9, so try your best to eat a very heavy, full meal. A lot of protein, eat your carbs in the morning to keep you full longer. So really good meals for ballpark days, or like I said, soccer ballpark, like just park days. Or eggs. I like to pair it with a whole wheat English muffin. Dave's Killer Bread is my favorite. Fat-free cheese and some fruit on the side. That's probably around a 400 or 500 calorie breakfast that should last you a very, very long time. If you have a chance to leave the ballpark, I would suggest you do so to be able to go get you a healthier option for lunch, because likely the ballpark only has nachos, burgers, hot dogs, that sort of thing, which is fine, because even if you take the bun off of the hot dog or the burger, you're still going to be hungry because it's only protein. So I would actually suggest just get a plain burger, meat and bread. That should be enough to fill you up until the end of the day. If you're allowed to bring food into the ballpark, I would actually suggest you pack some snacks and maybe a wrap for lunch. So wraps are really easy to throw in the ice chest or in a lunchbox if you're allowed. Some ballparks don't allow you to bring in food or drinks. Another option is to put it in your car. Have an ice chest in your car. It actually would save you some money if you had some snacks like that. You and the kids can go run out to the car. You can have some fruit in there. Like I said, wraps are my favorite. I'm not a huge fan of salads at ballparks because you end up wanting to indulge on the ballpark food because all you ate was just a little salad. So I'm a fan of like do a wrap, do some cucumbers and hummus, do some veggies, do some fruit, like fill yourself up. If you can bring the ice chest in your truck or in there, that would work out too. So try your best to eat a very good breakfast, and like I said, take those options with you. Okay, next thing is always on the go. So I have a client right now that is constantly going, and it's always last minute. So the biggest thing I can explain to you is to at least have some things prepped in your fridge. So on Friday, if you don't know what your plans are for the weekend, I would make you a wrap. Like, I'm a huge fan of wraps, as you can tell, because they're really good on the go. You can eat them cold. You don't have to have a lot with it, and it fills you up. So for my wraps, I usually do just a low-carb tortilla. You could do hummus or ranch. I wouldn't do both. I would just do one or the other. A lot of deli meat, like fill that sucker up. Get you some fat-free cheese. And lettuce is actually okay left over in the wrap. If not, it's fine to leave it out. Put you some carrots in a Ziploc bag, a thing of hummus, and put that all together. That way, if you guys decide to randomly leave around lunchtime to go, run errands, and your husband's like, oh, we'll just pick up McDonald's or something, eat the wrap on the way. That way, by the time you guys get to the fast food restaurant, you don't even want that food. This is how I do it. This is how I'm able to maintain 35 pounds down and not gain any weight, is my weekends. Weekends are huge. They are so huge. You can derail and completely omit all the progress you've made during the week with just a weekend. So these are my tips. This is how you stay on track. This is how you lose the weight. So next thing is weekends with family. So what I mean by that is like family dinners. So I have a client right now that has Saturday nights and pretty much all day Sunday, Saturdays with friends, Sundays with family. I suggested, why don't you start bringing your own dish for Sunday? So Saturday nights, why don't you use that as like your cheat meal? You enjoy yourself, have a few drinks, that kind of thing. You cannot do that on Saturday night and then Sunday decide you're just gonna eat whatever you want all day, drink whatever you want all day. You will not reach your goals by doing it that way. I would suggest Saturday night, if that's your choice of cheat meal, indulging meal, whatever you want to call it, do it on Saturday night, and then Sunday would be your time to be able to bring whatever you want. Whether it be maybe roast some green beans, boil some green beans, bring you a veggie dish. That way you at least know that you can eat their protein, whatever they have there, and you have your side dish that's healthy. It doesn't have to be a super plain side dish. Maybe do a side dish of green beans with roasted cauliflower, carrots, and a side salad. You can go get a bag salad from Super One, throw that in a bowl, put some croutons on it. Croutons are not horrible for you, so maybe not too many. Shredded lettuce, cut up some cucumbers, put some tomatoes in it. Those two things right there are fantastic for a side dish. So that's my suggestion for weekend nights with family, that kind of thing. Next thing is overeating. So most of the time with overeating, it's because you're afraid you're not going to eat that again. You have to remind yourself that you can. This is not a diet. This is lifestyle changing. So with diets, you're not allowed to eat pizza, carbs, no cheese, no hummus. You know, some diets say carrots have too much sugar in it. Some diets say those low-carb crackers are not good for you, that kind of thing. What I'm teaching you is that those things you can have. You can have your wine, you can have your pizza in limited quantities. You cannot have this every single night. You cannot indulge every single night. You cannot say Friday, Saturday, Sunday night is going to be my cheat meal. You cannot do that. I'm sorry to break it to you, but if you still have weight to lose, you cannot do that. The way that you do it is Saturday, let's say Saturday night is typically most people's night of wanting to choose and eat whatever they want. So let's say Saturday is you guys eat pizza. First, I want you to stop and think, because we're really big on Domino's. I know it is like the absolutely most unhealthy thing ever. I love Domino's. Recently, I went to the store. I didn't feel like spending the money on Domino's, so I said, let me go to the store and see what their frozen pizza selection is. I found some really, really good ones with stuffed crust. I was able to have 3 slices for the same amount as 1 Domino's slice. So if you want things like that, I really urge you to go into and that was not like a cauliflower pizza. That was a regular one I got for the kids. It wasn't DiGiorno. I don't really remember the name brand, but I just flipped it over and I looked at some of the backs of it. And I was able to have like 3 slices, like I said, for the same as 1 Domino's slice. So if you are a pizza fan, then maybe look into that. Go to your grocery store, go to the freezer, check out some things, send me pictures, show me what you want. I can help you make a decision. You don't have to do this on your own. So figure out what your cheat meal is going to be and try to make healthier options during the day. So if you know you're going to eat your pizza on Saturday night and maybe have 2 glasses of wine, then maybe during the day, we're going to skip that meal of crackers and Laughing Cow cheese. We're just going to do the cheese and maybe some carrots. Or maybe for breakfast, you were supposed to have whole wheat toast and eggs. Let's omit the whole wheat toast because the amount of carbs in the pizza is going to take place of probably your entire day. So we're just going to do high protein, high veggies for the day because you know you're going to have pizza at night. And like I've said in the beginning of the video, this is exactly how I do my weekends. Tomorrow, I know we're going to a football game. We're tailgating. We're going to be there all day. I'm going to be drinking alcohol, and I'm probably not going to really be able to control what food they have over there. I'm going to have to choose whatever they have. So tomorrow before we leave, I'm going to make sure that I eat I'll probably prep it tonight, actually. I'm going to scramble some eggs, make sure it's high protein. I'm going to eat it before we leave, and I'm going to try my best to pack some protein bars because we will be walking a lot, so I can't really bring food with me. So I'll probably just put some protein bars in my purse, and I'm going to just have to make my best decision. I'll see if we have a restaurant around to maybe get a salad, something like that. But I will let you guys know how that goes. So last thing is alcohol. Alcohol is really big for a lot of you guys right now, especially with the holidays coming up. We all like to have an extra glass of wine, or with football coming up, we like to drink our beer, Truly, whatever you drink. First thing about alcohol is please make sure it is a light calorie drink. So I posted recently about twisted teas. Twisted teas are absolutely delicious. It is 211 calories for one twisted tea that is like a 12-ounce tea. To me, I feel, my personal opinion, like it's a waste because I'm not only going to drink one. So you're adding the calories, and let's say you drink 3. That's a lot of calories from alcohol. So an option for high calorie drinks is to pour it out and mix it with something else. So like twisted tea, I think is made with vodka. You can maybe split the twisted tea, put some vodka, put some water. That's like 2 drinks in itself, and you probably don't need as many. You won't need to drink as many. Wine is really big for some of you right now. Wine is very, very high in sugar. Look for your healthier options. An idea, if you don't want me to help you, an idea is to download MyFitnessPal and scan that bottle. Switch the amount to the 700, because most bottles of wine are about 750 milliliters. Switch the amount to 750 and see how much it is for that whole bottle. That'll give you an idea of how much sugar is going to be considered a carb. So look at the carbs in the wine and see how many calories it is and how many carbs it is for that one bottle. Another option is vodka and water with lemon and lime. It is my absolutely favorite. You don't need as many because it's vodka. It's really, really delicious. My other option, my third favorite, is tequila and light calorie drinks. They are not the healthiest because they have the fake sugar like the sucralose and the stevia, like the fake sugars in it, but it's better than twisted tea. So right here, we're just making healthy swaps for doing whatever we can to enjoy ourselves and still get that drink in. So tequila, not tequila, vodka and the light drink. Tequila, my favorite to drink with there is a low calorie margarita mix. I don't know the name of it. I'm going to let you know. It's a low calorie margarita mix. I think it's only 5 calories, a simple something. Total Wine carries it. So it's a very low calorie. There's not a lot of sugars in it, but I don't use a lot. So I put my tequila, I put ice, I put a little bit of the margarita mix, and then I put no sugar lemonade with it, and it is delicious. Sometimes I'll even just do tequila with water, and I put a lot of lime juice in it and a splash of the margarita mix. That's really good too. It just depends on what I'm drinking, how much I'm drinking, and what I think I can handle, really, because tequila's kind of strong. So those are my favorite mixers, my favorite drinks. So if you're going to drink alcohol on the weekends, you need to make sure you are very low calorie for the day. So like tonight, I know I'm going to have a few Trulies, maybe 3. I'm trying to limit myself. You should too. So if you're going to have a few drinks, I made sure my breakfast was a little bit of a carb. So Catalina Crunch is my favorite. I made sure it was light carb. So I usually do, if I'm going to do a carb when I'm drinking, I do it in the morning. Lunch was some ground meat, some cheese, a little splash of sour cream, and some cauliflower rice. That was my lunch. I'm about to eat a protein bar. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm gonna eat a protein bar, and then when the kids get home, I'll make sure that I'm making fruit for snacks, and then we'll eat supper. And I'll make sure it's low calorie, low carb, because I'm gonna have a few Trulies tonight. So that's kind of how you do it. If you have more questions about it, I can go really, really far into detail about your weekend, about drinking alcohol while being on a diet, trying to lose weight. There's a whole bunch of different explanations I can give you on why you should do it this way, because this is exactly the way I was able to do it. And once I conquered my weekend, I noticed my inches from my waist kind of like cinched. I noticed this part's got a lot smaller. I noticed that I saw a lot more toning in my thighs, in my arms. Weekends are really, really big because a lot of us, we feel like we could just do really healthy during the week because we have our food prepped, and then the weekend we don't prep. So prep your food. If you don't eat it on Saturday, guess what? You have something already made for Monday. It's perfect. You can probably keep some of these foods in your fridge for a few days. And I will say that typically on the weekends, if I'm home, I'm probably just eating whatever's left over in the fridge. I'm usually not cooking for lunch. Usually Saturday night is whenever I like to cook. If we do a steak, I make sure we do a lot of veggies with it. Sometimes I do a potato. It depends if I'm drinking or not. But this is exactly how I was able to lose the weight. This is exactly how I was able to start toning my body, seeing muscle definition. I hope this video really helps you guys. If you're watching this and you're not a client and you need help with your weekends, please feel free to reach out, because feeling lost gets really frustrating sometimes, and I absolutely love to help you understand how to conquer your weekend. If you are a client and you're still struggling with your weekends, please let me know so I can help you plan a little bit better, help you understand how to navigate your weekend with alcohol, which we do need to limit if you're trying to lose weight, or with eating out or ballpark days or whatever it is that your life is handing you these limits during the weekend. Let me help you. You just have to explain to me what your problems are, and I would love to sit there and explain to you how to navigate that. So this video was a little bit longer than I expected, but I really hope this helps you guys understand how to do your weekends better, and I'll see you next time.